God's best promise. He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also with him graciously give us all things? Romans 8:32. The most far-reaching promise of God's future grace is found in Romans 8:32. This is the most precious verse in the Bible to me. Part of the reason is that the promise in it is so all-encompassing that it stands ready to help me at virtually every turn in my life and ministry. There never has been and never will be a circumstance in my life where this promise is irrelevant. By itself, that all-encompassing promise would probably not make the verse most precious. There are other such sweeping promises, such as Psalm 84:11, "No good thing does God withhold from those who walk uprightly." And 1 Corinthians 3:21-23, "All things are yours, whether Paul or Apollos or Cephas or the world or life or death or the present or the future, all are yours, and you are Christ's, and Christ is God's." It is difficult to overstate the spectacular sweep and scope of these promises. But what puts Romans 8:32 in a class by itself is the logic that gives rise to the promise and makes it as solid and unshakable as God's love for his infinitely admirable Son. Romans 8:32 contains a foundation and guarantee that is so strong and so solid and so secure that there is absolutely no possibility that the promise could ever be broken. This is what makes it an ever-present strength in times of great turmoil. Whatever else gives way, whatever else disappoints, whatever else fails, this all-encompassing promise of future grace can never fail. He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, that's the foundation. If that's true, says the logic of heaven, then God will, with absolute certainty, give all things to those for whom he gave his son.